Hello everyone, welcome to the showcase video for my Flames of War Soviet Army. Similar to my American showcase, I'm not using a script today. I'm just gonna kind of talk you through the units and whatnot of my Soviet Army. My apologies for taking so long, but I actually wanted this one to be a little bit more of a proper showcase, so I took individual photos and spinny videos of each unit. So I hope you enjoy this as much as I did. So there's no way that I cannot talk about the absolute dumpster fire of a year that 2020 was when doing any conversation about this army. With the lockdowns and social distancing, this is one of the things I did besides making this channel and trying to find things to occupy my time with. This army is my COVID army, my quarantine army, whatever you want to call it. It was one of the things that I did to track progress, track time, make it so I wasn't just sitting by myself doing absolutely nothing, going insane. So starting with these IL-2s, this was a fun little project for me because these were the first models that I airbrushed. To get the camouflage pattern on them, I used sticky tack putty and then blasted them with the airbrush, creating kind of a hard edge finish. I'm really proud of these with how they turned out. So much of this army is kind of like these ZSUs. I just painted them. It was a real basic paint scheme. Nothing really that special about them. So I'm only really going to comment on the ones that I did real special things with or that I really enjoyed painting. You know, that feeling of, ah, yes, this is good. So these decoy tanks are one of the other ones I'm really proud of. I keep on going back and forth on if I like that camo on the Tiger with the brown base, but I enjoy how each of the Panthers has a slightly different variation of the yellow, green, and brown camo that the Germans used. So for these Stuarts, I combined pretty much every single paint style that I know of. These have airbrush, dry brush, and some layering done to them too. So I'm really happy with how they turned out with the gradients that I managed to achieve with the green. Also, I know they're M5s, and that the Soviets never used M5s, they used M3s, but I needed some Stuarts for my army, both American and Soviet, so this is what I did. So for my T-34s, I have 21 of them, but because Battlefront is amazing, they included the option to model a 76mm turret on them. So even though it's going to look like I have 42 T-34s, I really only have 21. I just made sure to paint the 76mm turrets and decal them corresponding per unit. And we are now on to the infantry. I assembled all of my hero motor rifle companies so that they could be ran at full strength, including the PTRD teams and the HMG teams. I got 3 of them in total. So these were some of my original headquarters units. I do not remember for the life of me how I made that flag. I think it's a small paper clip and parchment paper, but I could be wrong. These bits here are 3 extra infantry stands and 2 extra HMG stands that I had after assembling the 3 companies for the Hero Motor Rifle Battalion. So any Soviet player knows how many SMG teams exist in the book. You have your penal battalions, your reconnaissance companies, your regular old SMG companies, be it hero or non-hero. And the way that I dealt with that was I had some that I washed with black and others that I washed with brown, so I can pick out different units as needed when I'm playing games. These are literally random teams I had lying around, be it from version 3 of the game with some observers and a staff team, and then a team that I made of extra infantry models that I had that can be used as SMG or rifle or whatever I really need it to be. And that's it. That's the showcase on my Soviet Army for Flames of War. If you liked this video, please be sure to like the video itself, hit the little bell icon, subscribe to my channel, all that jazz, so that you can see when new videos get posted. Team Yankee stuff is on the horizon. Please check out my Instagram and Twitter as well, because I do daily posts on there for what's happening in my hobby life, so to speak, with painting, miniature assembly, and whatnot. If you would like to see how these models were painted, please check out my painting folder on my YouTube channel. I did tutorials and demos for the various stylings of painting that I did for this army. And I give tidbits on what kind of videos are dropping next. So again, thank you, and I'll see you all in the next video.